1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Out there in Mandolin land, Mike Heading here, coming to you today with the bluegrass and old-time classic tune, Pretty Polly in the key of A. This is one of those bluesy old bluegrass tunes. I always think of Dr. Ralph Stanley, personally, when I think of this song, but this song's been done by a ton of people, Doc Watson, all different types of people. It's a great one to know. You'll definitely run into this tune if you've been jamming. I'll break down, we got two solos. I'll break down both solos note for note, show you the left and the right hand fingerings and picking patterns that I use to play the solo, and then we'll break down some more in-depth backup for this song. This song uses kind of some indeterminate chords that aren't major or minor, which gives it a really unique sound, so we'll break down how to play that as well. And if you're watching the preview of this lesson, you can head over to my website, MikeHeadingMusic.com, and grab the full lesson. You'll get access to watch all the videos, and you can download the tabs and the practice tracks. All right, here's Pretty Polly in the key of A. All right, let's start breaking down this beginner lesson for Pretty Polly. We're going to be in the key of A. So two things before we jump into the solo. One, this is a really old song, and there's a lot of different versions of it. So there you'll see subtle changes in the timing of how long each phrase is. You know, some people will hold the vocal phrases longer, some people hold them shorter. So I'm prefacing this by saying this is just my arrangement of this song, and you might see, different arrangements out there as well. So you might need to tailor mine a little bit to fit if you want to play it just a little bit differently. So that's one, is there's a lot of different versions of this song. And two, we're going to be kind of exploring a topic that I have heard referred to as either modal or the mountain sound, which is basically we're going to be playing minor sounding notes over kind of not major chords and not minor chords. So we're going to kind of do these indeterminate A chords and E chord that I'll break down in the backup section. So just a really cool sound is you have that kind of tension of the minor sounding notes over kind of those indeterminate chords, okay? So I've heard of that referred to as either modal or the mountain sound. It's kind of a bluegrass terminology. Modal can mean different things in different genres, but so those are the two things that I just wanted to preface this lesson with. All right, let's jump into the solo. Okay, so let's play the first 5 measures. The solo 1 and 2 are basically 3 phrases, so we'll break down each phrase at a time. So phrase 1 is measures 1 through 5. Here we go. Do that a few times. And a little faster. And one time really slow. Okay, so measure 1 is going to be the pickup. We're going to use our first finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. We're going to play that note twice on beat 3 and 4, or excuse me, 2 and 3 beats, 2 and 3. So count beat 1, 1, and then we're going to play 2, 3, and then up to the 5th fret on the D string with your 3rd finger. So I'm going to do 3 downstrokes in a row, which will help me play the timing. 1. A little tip is if you can keep your first finger down, that's good practice rather than doing this. See how I'm lifting that finger up after? Subtle thing, but that'll just help you keep that tone smooth. So not too hard there. So 1. And then we're going to do a classic bluegrass move. Rather than just playing the open A string, which we could, like that, not quite as interesting, right? We're going to find that note on a lower string, 7th fret on the D string if you're in tune, hopefully, and we're going to slide into that note. So that's why I'm using my 3rd finger, and we're going to slide from 5 to 7 while doing down-up picking. So 1 and 2 and 3, down, up, down, up, down. And you can hit both strings or just the A string after you slide, either way. You just want to hear that slide. Don't slide too quick. 1. And then we're going to play the 3rd fret on the A string. Again, that minor sounding note, right? That 3rd fret is the C note, which is the minor 3rd. So 1. And if you're having trouble with that slide, you can just take it out and play the open A string. But you can hear how it's not quite as interesting. That slide really fills it up. It also mimics a vocal line, how we're sliding into that. You know, that tension is what we're looking for in this song. So, and then measure 3, we're just going to play a little response, open, and then 3 open, down to the 5th fret on the D string, and then open, A. So follow the pick direction below the tab, really important on this lesson. The quarter notes are going to be all downs, the 8th notes are going to be down up. So any of the down beats we're doing just downs, any of the up beats we're doing up strokes. The staple looking symbols below the tab are the down strokes, the V's are the ups. So we have down, down, up, down, down. In measure 3, that'll help you not rush through that. So you have, I'm just looping 3. And then a little response lick, 3rd fret again on the A string, high E, and then a little run. So 3rd fret, high E, and then 5, 3, open, 5th fret on the D. We're going to do down, up picking there. And then slide, 5 to 7 slide again. So you have really important here, you have to do an upstroke on the D string. So I'm going down, up, and then that frees me up to do a down. So and then open 3. And that'll set up the next phrase. So we have, okay, let's play those first 5, not too hard. Keep your hands spread out. So I'm keeping my 2nd finger hovering over these 3rd frets, keeping my 3rd finger hovering over the 5th frets. One more time, a little faster. And then measure 6, 5, 7 slide, same idea. So we do down, up, down, and then 3rd fret. It's basically the same as measure 2. We're just playing it now on the A and E strings rather than the D and A. So same lick. And then a little response, open E, down, up, down on the E again, and then back down to the 5th fret on the A with an upstroke, really important, and then 3rd fret down. So you have, I'm just looping measure 7. The picking is the hardest part of that part. And then slide again. Same idea this time, just with a slide. Instead of going, now we're going, and then slide again. So again, this melody has a lot of long notes, right? You know, so again, normally the melody would just be hanging out on that long note, you know, technically the melody, but not super interesting, right? So again, we're sliding from 5 to 7. It allows us to slide, which is more interesting. It also allows us to keep our pick moving. You know, so again, you're just practicing that slide. You can't get too much practice with that slide. And then a little ending lick, let me play it and then I'll break it down. Okay, so we do that slide in measure 9. And then we're going to play open 3 on the high E string. and then a little run, 5, 3, and then another run, open 3, open, 5th fret on the A string with an up, so you have do the first 2 as downstrokes in measure 10, don't rush that, so. And then a little run. We're just going to be playing with these 3s, 5s, and opens on the A, so 3, open, and then 3, 5, 3, 5th fret on the D string with an up, and then open 3. That's just a good one to loop. And then a little ending run. So we're just kind of walking down the notes in a 4-note pattern. So open high E, 5th fret A string up stroke, really important. 3, open, so you have, and then 5, 3, open, 5. So we're kind of going down 4 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then going down another 4 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can also add a little accent to that part. And then that 5/7 slide to end it. So we have so again. A little faster. And then 5th fret, one more, so you slide up, and then 5th fret, and then A, open A string, which will start the 2nd solo. So let's play that whole first solo. Here we go. 1. Okay, so not too hard. I think the hardest part is just doing the picking and the rhythm. One more, a little faster. Just keep your pick moving, even if you miss some of the notes. Again, the most important part about this song and a faster song is keeping the rhythm. So really just try and keep your pick moving. The faster the song is, you're going to have to lighten up your touch. Really keep your pick moving on those strings. Okay, let's jump into measure 14, which will start the 2nd solo.